Well, good morning there, YouTube. Welcome back to On the Road Again with G Putt. I am in Brunswick, Brunswick, Georgia, at the port. About to pick up those are the cranes, and they're about to pick up. Sorry about that. So that guy standing there, that's one I'm about to get that has 21 on it. That's a rail car I gotta take down to Florida. But right now, just enjoying the dock. The crane broke down earlier. I should have been out of here. It's almost 11 o'clock right now. So we'll get up out of here in a minute. We'll get a video and pictures of the load once it gets loaded. All right, good people, we are good to go. We are loaded. Rail car, 50, more than that, 50, 60, 70, 85 feet long. We're stretched out. The piece itself is about 80. But you got 53 between the two stands. We got about 15 and 15, 30, yeah. Alrighty there, YouTube. It is Monday the 10th of October. We're back here at the port, about to come pick up another one. Those are the cranes. They're just waiting on the rigging to come pick up that girl that says 22 on it. That's a different ship up in here. I don't think that's the one that was in here Thursday, but we're good to go. We are good to go. I think I got thought that was antifreeze. I did get my antifreeze leak fixed, but I'll let y'all know about all that later on, what I went through last week and the other week to getting down here, and last week. Oh, that might have been last week. Shoot, I can't keep them straight now. But yeah, we got 3 more that's over here. There's some of those down in Jacksonville. Those are rail cars that are shells, the train rail cars, passenger. So, but I'm stretched out to 24 plus 55. The trailer's originally 55 feet, plus 20 is 75, so 79 feet plus 25 feet. 105, 104 feet long, 103, somewhere in that. The nose to tail. But we'll begin loading in a minute. Later. Yep, there. Here come the rigging. Later. All right, there, YouTube. We are back on the road. We got this rail car going down. We got 4 sets of half-inch chains. Load on the way 25,000 pounds. So 11. So we got 44,000 pounds worth of coverage. 150% of coverage on this load. I could have used smaller chains, but I like using my machine hooks. But we're good to go. But yeah, we got about like I said, 44,000 pounds at least of coverage. Piece on the way is 24,000 pounds, but we're good to go. Down here in Fort Pierce, Florida. Staying for the night. We'll get up out of here at 8 in the morning. Get over to Miami. About 2 hours out. Somewhere in there, about 130 miles from our destination right now. But I think total length we are 100. We're got 5 off the rear. About 115 feet long. We good to go. Later. Good afternoon. Nope, good evening there, YouTube. Welcome back to On the Road Again with G Putt. It is Monday the 10th of October. The last time I talked to you all was Sunday the 2nd. I was in just north of the Alabama line, heading down to Alabaster, Alabama with that wheel loader. I ended up getting that unloaded that Monday, but the load that I showed you all previously in this video, the one on the 6th, got moved from Tuesday the 4th to Thursday the 6th, and just because they couldn't get a crane appointment at the port of Brunswick. But we got that taken care of, and I did one run on Thursday, and I delivered on Friday. Ran home for that weekend, the short trip home, and then the one you just saw previous to this was the pickup, and I'm gonna try to show. I think if I can get the delivery in there as well. Where they crane it off. They may not allow me to take pictures there. It's at a, I don't know, place in Miami. But anyway, I had an oil leak, a coolant leak on this truck. From that started with that leak I had when I broke down in Urbana, and the guy fixed it, or he replaced the part, but he didn't put it on properly. Because when I picked up that, I took that. I had a load in between there, in between Alabaster, Alabama, and getting ahead of Florida. I had a dump truck, a 4-axle dump truck that picked up in Montgomery, about 70 miles, about 60 miles south of where I was in Alabama, in Alabaster, down to. I went to Montgomery, picked it up. I had to get down there pretty quick. They closed at 4. And it was at an auction. They actually closed at 5. Got in there, but my coolant, I kept losing coolant. Every time I jumped on it hard and got above 17, 1800 RPMs, I was losing a gallon of coolant in about 100 miles. And that was no good. I have I live right up, about 300 miles, just over 300 miles, just under 400 miles to get to where I needed to in Florida, Green Cove Springs, Florida. And so that meant I went over to the TA truck stop right there on 65 in Montgomery, and I got in there, and the mechanics looked at it. I got in there about 6 o'clock. They brought me in about 9 o'clock in that evening, and come to find out the guy did not tighten those lines down. But that, so okay, I thought, I had avoided a major situation, which I did avoid it, but the situation continued. I kept losing coolant, and every time it was when I was under pressure or when I was above 1600 RPMs, and so I get down to Glen Cove Springs or whatever, and I still got this load I got to do down to Miami, and so I'm thinking about I may have to cancel it because I'm leaking antifreeze. And it wasn't a big leak. It was just enough to be annoying. When it got down to a gallon low, my light come on, everything was working properly. It's just I had to keep buying antifreeze, and that was worrisome. So once I got the load in from Brunswick, the first rail car, what I ended up doing was heading down to Miami, but I stayed at 60 miles an hour. Lost no fluid, no coolant. Got all the way down. I checked it a couple times on the way down. Realized, okay, if I stay between 60 and 65, I'm good, which I did all day for the rest of the day on Thursday. And like I told you, the crane broke down, so I was just sitting there. And I was going to go back to the TA truck stop in Brunswick to get it looked at, but I didn't get loaded in time that morning, so I took a chance on it. And it was a good calculated risk, because I made it on down to Miami that Friday. And I had to call my dispatch and ask them to find me a spot in Tampa to take it to Friday afternoon for them to look at. If they can't fix it by Sunday the 9th, if they couldn't fix it by Saturday the 8th, I had to have it back, because I got the load I'm on now going down. I could manage the coolant, with what I already knew about what it was and was not going to do. So that's what I ended up doing, but they fixed it over at our Rush Peterbilt in Tampa. There was a lot of hose clamps that were loose, and I also fixed some air leaks on this girl. So, but other than that, it ended up being, a pretty quick home time. I got to fix my BMW I just bought back in April, whatever the what do you call that thing? I had to get a K-frame for it. The sway bar assist, the bushings for it, one of them broke off, and it's a welded spot, and it's gonna be hard for me to find somebody to weld aluminum. So I went to the junkyard and got me a K-bar or whatever off of a car that was already, the motor was out. Now I just gotta figure out how to get it back in, or get mine off just on the car and get that one in. But enough about that. I am on TikTok now. I'm gonna start posting small stuff on there, short things on there for the runs. I may talk some on there as well about trucking. I'm gonna keep that a trucking channel, I think, trucking whatever. But it's trucking underscore ain't easy. But other than that, they're gonna have short clips of my loads and just talking about trucking. Now that my, two of my sons, all three of my sons were in it, like I said in the last video. But and just talk about trucking, what is about from my point of view. Anyway, good people, I will get back with you all later on in the week. I'm trying to post on YouTube once a week now. I'm just taking film of my loads throughout the week and go from there. Like, I'm a couple days late on this one, but this one will come out on the what is that? 16th, the 23rd. So it's somewhere now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, as always, y'all remember, work like somebody's watching. Always lead with respect, and always remember the truth will be told. G Pud is out.